Hey, Damon Fowler here with Fowler's Garage. We're putting out some road stories and some gig stories and stuff, some funny stuff. Hope you enjoy it. If you like the content, please hit the subscribe button. On this one, I'd like to introduce you to my friend and bandmate, Justin Headley. He plays drums. He's played drums with me. He played in Butch Trucks in the Freight Train Band, played with Motor City Josh. He's played with all kinds of guys on the blues scene for a really long time. And he's a good friend of mine. I'm really happy to have him do this with me. So please say hello to Justin. Justin, I know you've got some good stories, so lay one on me.
Man, when you asked me to do this, the very first story I thought of, it's got to be the single funniest that like I said, it's the first one I thought of. Story I can remember on the road. So the Sauce Boss, who is he's the guy I toured with that got me to move to Florida, actually, who I learned about through your old drummer Scott. He cooks gumbo on stage when he plays music, and then at the end of the show, we serve the gumbo to the crowd. He makes his own hot sauce. It's a cool thing, you know. And so we're playing the Windsor Blues Fest in Windsor, Canada, just the other side of the river from Detroit. And there's probably, 7,000 to 8,000 people there.
Right on.
And we're playing. It's with Mahogany Rush.
Frank Marino.
Larry McRae.
Cool.
Us, and then Ron Wood from the Stones.
Wow, that's a good lineup.
Yeah, it was excellent festival. And then, or you know what? Actually, it was either Ron Wood or Lost Lonely Boys. I think it might have been Lost Lonely Boys the next night because you played 2 nights back to back, London, and then
they had the big hit, man. They were a hit maker, man.
Yeah, they were huge. But so we're playing, and we're up there playing, and Bill is making gumbo for like 7,000 people. It's like the pot is like it's got to be like a 30-40 gallon pot, you know. And so he's pouring like these 5-gallon buckets of water in, and the roux and peppers and onions to kind of start the gumbo off at the beginning. And we're doing this song, and it's me, Bill Wharton, and then Robert Freight Train Parker is playing bass. And during this part of the show, the beginning when he's making the gumbo, it's just me and Robert playing this swing tune, and Bill is like giving the recipe for the gumbo as he's putting it all together in the beginning. And he gets all the stuff in there, and it's like he has this big wooden like boat oar that he stirs the gumbo with, and he gets this oar in here, and he is just churning and churning and churning this pot of gumbo, you know. And Bill's a little guy, but he's spritey, and he don't fuck around, man.
Tough, yeah. Bill's tough.
And he's like Bill is the most look. Bill is more of a 27-year-old than I am. I'll tell you right now. He grabs this boat oar and just starts turning this gumbo, and the weight of the gumbo and the inertia of it just spinning around the pot, it just gets like dancing and on the burner.
Of gumbo.
And it's like the pot is just like doing this on the burner, and I'm like I'm holding my breath, and I look over at Robert Parker, and he's looking, and all of a sudden this whole huge pot of gumbo just goes. And Bill, when he's turning it, like as the pot starts to go, like he steps in front, puts the paddle behind him like this, and keeps off the front of the stage. And it's one of those setups where it's like in the park, and it's like the stage probably like 6 foot off the ground, and they have a divider where they separate the people there for music versus the people that are there because they got tickets because they sponsor the event, like type of thing, you know. And they have this row of tables for this divider of the section. So he eats off the front of the stage onto this row of tables and starts like hopping across this row of tables. And this wave of gumbo just pours about 40 gallons across the front of this stage in front of 7,000 people.
Wow.
And like Robert Parker's like it's coming up in his feet. Like I'm on a drum riser, so I'm set. But like I started laughing hysterically. I almost fall off the drum. Like you can't, like it's the funniest thing you ever saw. And like the Canadians, like bless their hearts, it was adorable. Like the first guy on the scene shows up with like 2 little like face towels, and it's like 40 gallons of anything. It's not gonna be touched with 2 face towels. So like he's trying to keep it from like the edge of the like encroaching on the amps and everything, you know. And Ted Boomer, who is the festival promoter, like he does his little snap, and all of a sudden here comes these two guys from the back with snow shovels, and like it's in June or July, you know. It's like, but it was just like so. It was the most Canadian shit you ever saw. Like it's June, and they just happen to have snow shovels on team.
Yeah,
and
of course, man. I'll bring out the snow shovels, boys.
They're just shoveling snow across the fucking, or shoveling the gumbo off the front of the stage like it's snow. And like Ruth Morton, Bill's wife, who is like, she is the most ride or die OG you ever saw. So she springs into action and she starts going around to all these food vendors and gets onions and peppers, like water. She just stole this cooler of water from backstage to like bottles of water, start opening up to like salvage the gumbo. Like she was so on it. It was awesome. And I remember watching, she's just like not paying attention, like opening bottles of water to dump in the pot, and like she reaches in and like there goes a bottle of Sprite in the gumbo. Like it was quite the scene. But to see Robert Parker's face when that pot went and Bill just pirouette off the front of the stage, it has to be like, it sticks out to me as one of the most, oh my God, like it was probably 2010 maybe. So it was just before everybody had like a cell phone camera and all that stuff. Like I have to believe there's a video of that somewhere, but I don't know, it just sticks out to me as like the most incredible single thing I've witnessed on stage.
Hey, I'm Damon, and this is Gig Stories from Fowler's Garage. If you like the content, please hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and a share.